What's up, Vikes?
This is Nathan and Breckan, and you're watching SVTV.
Here is Beef with Teach starring Boggs and Mr. Guzman.
Back in 2024, Chef Boggs and Guzman went at it for 3 rounds of Beef with Teach. While Guzman took round 1 with his enchiladas, Boggs took the crown for the next 2 and won the series, leaving Guzman impatient for his comeback. Well, after over 1.5 years, the 2 competitors walked through the same doors once again. It is now time for them to compete once more. In studio, teaching journalism, clipper, and broadcasting, standing 5'8", thinks she's a queen, but no boss is that mean. Gets out of bed, but arrives at work like she's dead. It's Mrs. Boggs. And across the school, has a top speed of 8 miles per hour and sleeps in the shower. Standing 5'7", has a good dark stash, but getting girls requires cash. It's the one and only Mr. Guzman. As they enter the arena, the OG Guzman is back. While he lost in 2024, his determination is greater than ever before. Judges are ready. It is time for... In this round, the judges are history teacher Mr. Hecker, SVTV member Dominic Akerstrom, and guest SVTV member Peyton Henry. I'm your host, Noga Pashesky, and let the battle of the mac and cheese begin.
Chefs, welcome to the arena. Chef Boggs, you can begin explaining yours first.
All right, guys. So my mac and cheese is a 3-cheese mac and cheese featuring Colby Jack, mozzarella, and cheddar. I started off by making a homemade roux with a little bit of fresh butter, some flour, got some heavy milk and heavy cream in there, mixed it all together. On top, you'll see a little bit of a crumbly crust on the top. That's homemade breadcrumbs that I made from a loaf of bread that I dried out, put in some Italian seasonings, blended it all together, really trying to make it fresh and homemade. So please enjoy.
Okay, overall, I'd say the presentation with the breadcrumbs looks really good. I feel like they added a good touch to the top and some flavor.
In the dish, I would say that it's a little bit pasty. The noodles don't separate very easily. They're kind of stuck together.
They're pretty dry, almost like crumbly, which might have been the breadcrumbs sucking up some of the sauce, but...
I personally like it how it's not like too creamy, because I feel like if it's too creamy, it's like the noodles are like swimming in the cheese, which they can make it kind of hard to eat. So when it's bunched up like this, I feel like it's a little bit easier to eat.
I definitely think the mac and cheese has flavor though, which is like the biggest thing
the
in mac and
breadcrumbs
cheese.
add a very good flavor.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's probably a highlight. It's just crumbly.
The crunch is a nice add.
Homemade breadcrumbs, remember? Homemade,
Yes.
not
Homemade
from the box.
Which I think the effort that went into them was definitely worth it, as they add a good amount of flavor, I feel like, to the noodles.
Presentation-wise, much better than a restaurant, I would say.
Like it didn't come out
It
of the
looks
wash.
much better.
Yeah, much better than just plain Kraft mac and cheese. That
Yeah.
really comes out good.
It's not like the horrible restaurant bland mac and cheese. It has flavor. It is good. It's just the texture that's more the issue.
Like it's not from a box.
Nice
Which is
comparison.
good. It's good.
Chef Boggs, I hope that made you feel good. Judges, if you mind switching your plates to Guzman's. Guzman, you may now describe your dish.
Chef Guzman here. So you're looking at a mac and cheese with, depending on how exactly I want to count it, could have cheeses up to 7 different varieties. The main cheese in the sauce, which was made with flour, a roux in the cooking world. Main cheeses are there the smoked Gouda, mozzarella, and the sharp cheddar. And then also layered on top is Gruyere and Swiss cheese. And then I also had a breadcrumb aspect, but instead of just doing bread, I decided why not add even more cheese. So I crushed up a lot of extra toasty Cheez-Its.
From a box, I assume.
Well, no, the Cheez-Its are not homemade. But
So you can right away tell there are Cheez-Its on here just by smelling it.
Yeah.
You don't have to really look at it to tell there's Cheez-Its on it.
The taste, there's a little smoky hint in the back, which is very nice.
That's one of the cheeses, the Gouda.
Yeah. And I'd say with all the cheeses that are in here, you'd expect it to be a little more like overwhelming and almost taste bad, but I think it definitely benefited in this case. And this is a little more creamier than Boggs, which I prefer, and I think it adds to the texture.
I do really like the Cheez-Its on top, actually. It's a very different way to use them, and I really like the way that it's crumbled on there. You don't expect your mac and cheese to be crunchy, but it's a nice mix with creamy mac and cheese.
Yeah, the crunch is really cool. I think presentation-wise, it just kind of looks like the cheeses were just kind of hand crunched on there, which we know they were.
Yes.
If they were ground up, it might look better, but I mean, like, the taste would be the same, so.
Yeah, and I also think while it's good right now, this probably wouldn't be as good to reheat just because since they're such large Cheez-It pieces, it would just get soggy and maybe worse, so maybe not the best.
I have the
reheated.
Cheez-Its app.
Unprofessional.
There is no Cheez-Its on the Mac right now in the fridge. Those get added post.
Thank you, chefs. They are going to talk about your dishes and we'll tell you the conclusion.
Here are your daily announcements.
FBLA is hosting the Mitten Tree this December. Please see the poster in Schoology for specific class donation requests. The tree will be located in the center hallway across from the bank, and the last day to donate will be December 22nd, the day before winter break. All donations will be donated to the rescue mission. Contact Ms. Boggs, Ms. Crummins, or Mr. Ruda if you have any questions, and thank you for your contribution.
Join Spirit Club in making SHS feel festive as we reach the end of semester by participating in our holiday room decoration contest.
Seniors, if you're going to have a shortened schedule next semester, please come by the counseling office to grab a form from Ms. Conley. The form must be signed by you, a parent guardian, and your counselor. Please make sure to read the form carefully to ensure that you meet all the requirements.
Okay, well, personally, starting with presentation, I feel like Boggs looks better.
Yeah.
Like just
I'd agree.
straight off.
Looks more put together. It's
Yeah.
not,
Much more professional.
yeah, it's better blended. It doesn't look like there are things just sprinkled
Yeah,
on there.
like
Which
this
they
one had
were.
those
Which they
large
were.
pieces of cheese and Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
The presentation was lacking in his.
I will say, with the difference you would expect just based off of look, Boggs look much better and taste much better.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the simplicity of Guzman's was very good. And it
Like-
tasted very good.
Like it almost seems like something that you could just do on a Saturday if you needed to
Yeah.
make food real quick. Just put some cheese and Cheez-Its on it and call it good.
I'd say the texture of the noodles is like a big thing for me. And Boggs, just like, I think with how dry it was, the noodles started to fall apart kinda, maybe overcooked. And Guzman's, they're like still whole noodles, and I think they're just much better for texture.
Well, part of it, I believe, is also Guzman did use larger noodles, if you notice.
Yeah,
Which do hold up a little bit better in this style of
I
cooking.
agree.
Hello Vikings, here is your weather. Today will be the last mild day until next week with a cold front pushing through till tomorrow. This will lead to continued colder air spilling down from the north through the weekend with temperatures for many spots staying below freezing all weekend. That's all for weather. Back to Beef with Teach.
Chefs, welcome back. They have made their decision. Peyton, go ahead. We'll start with you.
Okay, so overall, presentation-wise, which is a big thing, I feel like Boggs just came through with that. Guzman's looked a little more like thrown together just with cheese and Cheez-Its all over the top. Boggs' breadcrumbs looked really professional and I really liked that. Down to taste though, I would say Guzman won with the taste, only because he has like better flavor and the noodles held together and it was more creamy, while Boggs was kind of dry, but like they both tasted extremely good.
I would say that both of them tasted very good, but the creaminess of Guzman's was very nice.
I liked the way that there was kind of a crunch to Guzman's, but I do agree that Boggs' looks more like something that you'd find in a restaurant. It's very put together. It's not just something that's just thrown together.
I got the street appeal, all right? This is street vendor food I'm cooking up.
But ultimately, we decided that that we think Guzman's is the winner today.
Called it.
All right.
Congrats, I guess.
What can I say? Thank you for the win, judges. I put my heart and soul into this mac and cheese. I know it didn't look the best, but that doesn't matter in the end. All right, that don't matter.
Guzman, you are now back tied with Boggs in the series 2-2.
2-2.
I am back in the saddle.
We'll be back.
Chef Boggs took the loss and Guzman claimed victory. But don't worry, another round is coming up where Chef Boggs will seek to continue to claim back vengeance against Chef Guzman. This series is hot and not leaving anytime soon. Make sure to stay tuned for more Beef with Teach.
How are you feeling?
Boggs post game, how are you feeling?
So Breckan, what did you do?
He asked you.
How are you feeling, Boggs?
Coming from you, I want to fight.
That's all for today, Vikes. Tune in Tuesday for Survey Says.